Mike joins us now from the Archdiocese of Boston, right here in the studio. Mike, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me, Jay. I appreciate it.
Oh, we're thrilled. We're thrilled. And, you know, can you just give us, Mike, a snapshot of the work your Office of Lifelong Faith Formation does?
Sure. So our office exists in order to serve the pastors and the clergy, as well as any of the lay evangelization and catechetical leaders out there in our parishes. So that can take the form of formation, training opportunities, any kind of consultation to help people get in touch with the best resources and best practices out there, and as well as running some events once in a while to bring people together. Particularly, I work in youth and young adult faith formation. That's what I'm a coordinator of. So most of the things that I do for that involve things for youth ministry or youth faith formation, confirmation programs, as well as young adult ministry, the different local communities that are out there.
So Mike, being, as I am, from the greatest parish on earth.
See a theme here, by the way. Do you see a theme?
I do,
That'd be Good
yes.
Shepherd in Wayland. Just want to know, because we have an enormous group of young people and young adults. It's a very vibrant young parish. What are some of the events that are coming up? Because I want to bring this information back to the greatest parish on earth.
Great. Yes, the biggest event we're working on right now is actually our Witness to Life pilgrimage to Washington, D.C. to join the National March for Life in January. So we have an annual trip that goes down, and we really like to focus on the pilgrimage aspect of that. And we have 4 different tracks, so anybody can go from, we have a middle school track, we have a high school track, we have a separate track for young adults, and then another track for families that go down. And each kind of have their own unique, you know, they're coordinated to work best for their groups. So the biggest and most popular are middle school and high school tracks. That's where we get the most numbers from. So that's a great opportunity, I think, for young people in a parish to be able to go down and participate in that. So it's actually a 3-day trip for the middle schoolers and the high schoolers, where we leave on, this year it's the 26th because the march is on the 27th. But on the way down, it's a long bus ride, as you can imagine, especially if it snows a little bit. But we really have a kind of planned, structured trip down where we have some videos that they watch on the bus and discussions, and there's a chaplain that'll be there to lead prayer on every single bus, and to really help the young people enter into the pilgrimage and encounter the gospel message, maybe for the first time, maybe not, but to dive deeper into the questions of the pro-life issue and start to learn a little bit more about it and pray with it, and better prepare them to enter into the March for Life itself. We go to a big rally at George Mason University with about 10,000 other young people, and that's a good intro to the day before when they'll be with 100,000, hundreds of thousands of people from all over the country. So they do that. We're blessed to be able to have Cardinal Sean join us on that pilgrimage. So the young people will get to have Mass with him, and he comes to the march with us. It's really a great event for them. And very, I think, key to this pilgrimage is an evening of processing after that. That really helps our middle school and high school students to kind of have a chance to step back and discuss what they experienced, the things that they saw, what impacted them, and hear from their peers of what impacted them. And that can be a really powerful event for the high schoolers and the middle schoolers there.
I'm always amazed, Mike, too, because we have crews that go down, and how many people, you say hundreds of thousands. It's amazing to me. The Archdiocese has let's hope for no snow, by the way.
Yes.
No snow.
Yeah.
No snow this year. But it's amazing to me the amount of people who go down. And I think one thing we have to explain to people is this is kind of a sacrifice, too. This isn't as if they're taking, you know, a jet down there and stuff. It's a long ride, and it's and these young people and families, and they sacrifice a little bit to do what they believe in, don't they?
Absolutely, they do, yeah. And it's time out of school. They usually have to work with their teachers, especially teens that are coming from public schools to come down to this. They really have to work with their teachers to get work set aside, and maybe shifting schedules for a test or something like that. It's time away, and it is, and it's usually built around a weekend, so it's time that they could be spending with their friends or doing other activities, and even sometimes commitments that they have that they say, no, this is really a priority. I want to stand up for life in our country. And
Now, you guys talking about snow and everything. I'm looking beyond the leaves, beyond Thanksgiving, Christmas, the winter, and I'm looking to the summer. I got my eyes fixed on the summer of 2017, and I'm thinking Discipleship Week. I know it's a long way away, Mike, but how can parishes begin to prepare for that, and what's it all about?
Absolutely. So Discipleship Week is an exciting new event that we have from our office. We ran it for the first time last year. It was our initial kickoff year. And we'll be continuing it again this year. And the whole idea of Discipleship Week is to be a week-long event in the summer. So it's not just a one-day or two-day thing, but it's a whole week long in the summer. We try to do it in the beginning of the summer towards the end of June. So this year will be June 25th to the 29th. But the idea being is that teens have, this is for high school teens, so they have an opportunity to come away from their environment, their setting, especially right at the end of the school year. It's a good opportunity for them to get away a little bit. And what our goals for the week are to have the teens give them an opportunity for an encounter with Christ and the gospel message in a really relevant and potentially life-changing way. That could be for the first time for some, but everyone needs that every once in a while in their own life. So that's number one. Number two is to really learn how to live as a disciple of Jesus Christ. That's what the week is all about, helping teens to live better as disciples of Christ.
It sounds like a great thing, and we can look forward to that coming up in the summer. Where can people find out more information about the office?
So our website, bostoncatholic.org, has all our information and contact information. I welcome any phone calls to myself or anyone else on our staff.
Mike Drahos.
Great
Yes.
having you with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Kevin, what